Hey friends, it's Susan with Susan Anyway, and today I want to talk to you about taking trips with your family. Last week we went to a Braves game and I had checked their outside food and drink policy, and it said that you could bring in a gallon-sized bag of food and a sealed water bottle. So because that means that's a lot of money we could save at concessions, I did that and I made a video of the food that I brought. I made some chicken nuggets because they travel well, and put in some grapes and chips and some cookies that I made too. And napkins and sauces. And it also just got me thinking, there's a lot of times when you're going on a road trip with your family where if you just plan ahead a little bit and pack food, it can really make your life easier in the long run. You save money. You don't have to try to plan your stops according to where your favorite restaurant is, and you've got some food if people are getting hungry and there's nowhere convenient to stop. So I'll show you how I made this little supper that we took into the Braves game with us, and then I'll also at the end of the video put some more ideas of easy to bring along food that travels well and most people like and saves you money. So that way you can still spend money at the game that you're at, or if you're going on a trip, but you don't have to spend it on meals. You could spend it on treats instead. So have a look and let me know what you think. Okay, so I just went and bought a bunch of chicken breasts at the grocery store, and I just cut it all up into 1-inch cubes. And the recipe I will link to in the video description. I've used this recipe before. It's really good. It's pretty simple. The only thing I would have done differently is not make as much. I made a ton and we didn't need it, but we had 9 people going to the game, so I just wanted to have plenty of food on hand. This recipe called for milk and a little bit of pickle juice as the solution that the chicken breasts sit in, and that just makes it nice and tender. It's worth, don't skip this step. It's worth doing it because you get a better chicken nugget at the end of the day if you soak the chicken nuggets in milk. And now I'm getting out Ziploc bags for all the little individual components. This is for the grapes. The only thing I regret is that I had to use a bunch of single-use plastic, like the little gallon bags and the Ziploc bags. I try not to use that much plastic, but it was really unavoidable because it needed to be clear so that it could get through security to go into the stadium. So that's a bummer, but it is what it is. Grapes are great for traveling. They're nice and refreshing, and they're bite-sized. So heartily recommend grapes for traveling fruit. Other fruit that travels well are the little tangerines, like cuties or halos. Bananas tend to make everything smell like bananas, so I wouldn't do bananas, but apples would be good too. So. Another way to save a little bit of money is to buy big bags of chips and put them all in little Ziploc bags. You get more chips per person, and generally it's less expensive, and you get the chips you want, at least if you're the person packing the bags. So Okay, so here is my chicken that I have cut into bite-sized pieces, and now I have breaded it. Here's Boudreaux, she wants some chicken. And this is what the finished product looks like. I fried them. You can also bake them, but I just prefer the taste of fried. I don't fry a lot of food, so this feels like an okay splurge for us. So look, everything is pretty much done. Now I'm just assembling all the different Ziploc bags full of food. You can see I ran to Chick-fil-A and picked up some dipping sauces from them, and I also have some cookies, and here are the bags all ready. I thought it would be cute to use the Braves players' names, so that's what I put on each bag. And here is a little rundown of everything that I put in that bag. There was actually room for more. There was plenty of food. I'm always afraid to not have enough food, but there was plenty of food. In fact, I put a little tangerine in each one of them after I took this picture. So here we are walking into the stadium with our bags. Here is everybody enjoying the game. It was a ton of fun to be there, and we had fireworks, and it was so much fun. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Some other ideas. My family doesn't love sandwiches or deli meat, so I end up not using that a ton. I mean, I do use it some, but not all the time. If I have time to make something else, I will. But you could definitely use deli meat for like, I don't like using like sandwich bread because it just gets squished and mushy, and I don't love that. But you could put deli meat on, if you like meat, you could put deli meat on a bagel or an English muffin, or wrap it up in a tortilla with some lettuce and cheese. I thought of something else. I can't remember. Oh, I have made those little Hawaiian roll. You can buy them in a package. I slice them all in half and stuff them with mayonnaise and mustard and ham and cheese, and then I put them back in the original packaging, and they travel pretty well because they're in that packaging that keeps them from getting smushed. Usually, sometimes they get smushed, but generally it's a good idea. And those are yummy. I've done those before. I think that's it.